Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're doing another haul video on stuff from the peaches to the beaches, going there and coming back. And I think this is the last one unless I find a bag somewhere that I've misplaced. So the first two things I'm going to share with you were the two items that we picked up at the grand opening of America's Thrift in Knoxville. Probably won't be going back, but it was okay. I paid $1.99 for a bag of 3 of those like claw machine type alien plush. I tend to do quite well with them. I'm hoping, 20, maybe $24.95. I'll probably just go ahead and make a lot of them. And then I found this. This was pretty good. $2.99 for the plush. But y'all, some of the plush was ridiculously priced. And then I find a Douglas for $2.99. It's a black lab dog. I don't know my pets, y'all. I don't know. It's not small like some that I say are normally bread and butter, but I don't think I really looked this up. I'm hoping, let's say 25 up for it, but I'm really hoping, 50 or more. And then we stopped at Samaritan's Purse in Ottawa, Tennessee on our way down and picked up a few things there. Their plush is normally like 25 cents, 50 cents, $1. I think a lot of these, they only charge me like a quarter except for one. Found this, loved it. It is Animal Adventure 2016. I'm hoping $12 to $15 for it. I think this is that Kalu. Yeah, Kalu brand. Just very cute. A nursery type plush. It says Creations, Tendress, and Douces. I don't know, 2016. I'm hoping 15 plus for it. I like these. I think they're called Palm Pals or something like that. I think it's Aurora. Just a cute little pig. If I've got any of the others, I think I've got like a turtle, something green. That's all I can remember of one of these. I'll look to see how much it's worth, or I may just make a small lot of them. And then they had this bin, and I think it was like 10 for $1 or something like that of smalls. So I dug through it. This is Fisher Price Little People Vintage. This was a little play school muffin tin. Probably going to be like $8 or so for it. Pretty sure these are maybe Little Tykes. I always forget. They've got similar flowers on them, but I think this is Little Tykes. And again, it's probably going to be bread and butter for the two of them. Probably paid $1 for him. He's Build-A-Bear. I don't think he has clothes on underneath this though, but then it had the Dark Knight costume on. Of course, I'm going to take it off and sell it separately, maybe in a lot of Build-A-Bear stuff. It's going to need bathed, but I'm hoping, $10, $15 for him, and then put that in a lot. So, and then as we were leaving, she set this on the shelf, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't think she was supposed to charge me $5. They don't use those kind of stickers, but she went ahead and charged me $5 for it. It is Sanrio Hello Kitty. I think that was a yard sale sticker. I saw, I think, listed comps for about 40 something. I didn't do a deep dive into solds, but even if I can get like $25 plus for it, I'll be happy. Very cute. Then we stopped at a couple of Goodwills here and there. I want to say this was all I picked up at one of them. Paid, $1.11 for this. It is one of the Play School Touch'ems. There's several in that series. There's some that sell for a whole lot better. I want to say this is going to be like $10, $15. But just people collect the Touch'ems. And I didn't even look this up. Well, I think I looked it up, but I couldn't find anything right away. I paid, as you can see there, $4.09. But it is Animal Adventure. It's one of the older tags. I'm trying to see. Yep, 1999. Big old dog plush. I don't know. I'm hoping, let's say 50 plus for him. Large plush vintage. I'm going to shoot for the stars on that. I think quite a few of these were from a house and estate sale that we actually came across at Peaches to the Beaches. It ended up being a pretty good stop for us. Let me just show you some. Look. But it's Dairy Queen. I've done well in the past with some of the, not the ones that were just like a sundae or an ice cream cone. Some of the other characters, I think I had picked up quite a few in the high bid estate sale that I won. But this one, it says 1985. Don't know, but I'm hoping at least bread and butter for it. I don't remember how much we spent at that estate sale. Do you remember? Because it was cash.
I don't remember.
I don't
It wasn't
remember.
a whole lot.
No, it wasn't.
I'm thinking like $40 or something.
I think so too. All right, this may be on my wall. If it works, I'll consider otherwise, but more than likely I'm going to put this on my wall. I actually have the record player from Fisher-Price that I've had since my boys were little. It's actually my 23-year-old every once in a while likes to get out the old Kitty records and just listens to them. It's just blast from the past, I guess. I'm thinking at least 25 plus for this, maybe more if it's actually working. I probably could sell it not working also for parts, but I'll end up putting it on my wall. Let me see what's in here though. Cat in the Hat, but it's one of these record your world of sounds. Part of me thinks I found one of these in the Messy estate sale. I may have sold it already, but if I haven't, then I'm just going to add this to the other one and then bump the price.
They had the record player at this estate sale.
But somebody from the family had claimed it, I think.
Yeah, they had a bunch of stuff set aside for family members, and they had a shed out back that I really wanted to go look in, but the family members hadn't been able to look in it yet either. So
look how cute. It should have had a pacifier. Its name is Buffy. It's Russ. Again, I'm hoping, $10, $15 for it. I find monkeys and bears, but I don't know if I've ever found the rabbit before. Oh, he's dirty. Dirty, dirty. Look how cute. Pink Panther. Probably is that Mighty Star, but I'm not seeing any tags. Just a little hang-up thing there. Again, I'm hoping, $15 or so for him. I'll probably sell this as replacements. I think they only charged me like $0.25 for it. But I have one on my wall already. I think some of them had like a little flag that hangs up from the top. But there should be 3. This is the 3 men in a tub. But I'm still hoping at least, bread and butter for this. I'm not sure if I'll sell that. It's got some like melted stuff there. I don't know. I'll see what others are looking like. Look, it says Kiln Craft on the bottom, made in England, but it's Ralph from Sesame Street. Well, the Muppet Show. Just loved it. It says 1978. I'm hoping $10 to $15 for it. And then I've done well with her in the past. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save her. Her face has done that fading thing that happens, but I really bought it for the clothes. I'm going to take her clothes off and sell them separately. I've sold just the pair of pants in the past. I want to say $10, $15. I've got the shirt. They seem to be in really good condition other than they need a bath. And of course I've got the visor. I'll see how she looks if I try to clean her up. But that face has given me, like, I probably won't do anything with her. vibes. But this is Kid Sister Play School. There's a boy doll, I think, that probably was original, My Buddy. And then this was Kid Sister. Not quite sure where I picked these up, but a little hot stuff. It is Russ. Just loved it. I could probably bread and butter. I don't find a whole lot of Powerpuff Girls anymore. And even the ones I have, the plush don't seem to do as well as like some of the other things. The dishes and backpacks and that kind of stuff. But I'll have to go ahead and check on this. It does seem vintage. Cartoon Network. Let me put my glasses on. $19.99. Yep, Trendmasters. You know, I'm hoping $10, $15 for her. I think we found this at one of the tent cities. I think it's about the only thing we bought in that entire thing was this chef dude from Ratatouille. I think Robert looked him up. He's Toy Factory.
Let's see, he's like 40 or 50.
Yeah, he's going to need a bath. He's got a couple of spots. But yeah, you know, with the condition that he's in, I mean, there's lots of like snags and stuff, probably some stains. You know, I'm still hoping at least 25 plus for him. These were at that house also. I want to say she charged me like $2 for this, but it's just full of some of the more contemporary furniture to the Little People Dollhouse. They're called Home Sweet Sounds or something like that. But then there's quite a few of the vintage figures. And, oh, you know what's funny? I see something that I wouldn't have known what it was except I picked it up at this last estate sale. But I am pretty sure this piece here is for a Mattel Kittles dollhouse. It is metal die cast. Probably still only going to be a couple bucks. Plus, I think it's missing something there. But other than that, it's just mostly the nursery toys and then some of the figures. But I'm still thinking probably at least $25 for everything in the bag. Pick up Christmas stuff all year, especially these character ones. It says Disney, Winnie the Pooh, gonna need a bath, but you know, I'm hoping 15, 20 bucks for it. Don't remember, probably a yard sale or one of the tent cities. But this is Animal Fair. Brand I love picking up anyway, but it is called Chubbles. There's a whole series of these. They have different cloaks on. They are like light, I think light, sensitive in that, you know, if you go from dark to light, it makes this little warbly sound and the face lights up. Hopefully it works. I did check the little thing for the 9-volt battery and it was in great condition. If I'd have had my bag with me, I could have tested it, but nevertheless, I'm hoping like, there was a time these were about 50, but I think they've come down in value. But if it works, I'm still hoping, you know, 30 plus for it. Look, I have one already on my wall, so I'll be selling this one. It is Fisher Price Lolly doll. There's a boy. His name is Charlie. 1975. It's going to need a bath. And I'm not quite sure if that little stain will come off. Probably still like $12 to $15 for it. I think we paid $3 for this. Nope, $4. But I wanted it for me. I just bought a new Keurig coffee pot. And I wanted to put this under it so I can, you know, store the little K-cups in it. Look how cute. Needs a bath. It's a little warped But a lot of times with this, all you got to do is, you know, squish it with your hands, get it molded into the right shape. But it says it is Gina, made in love, made to last. Let's see. Yeah. Very cute little sheepdog plush. You know, it's got some issues here. Like maybe it had a collar on and the collar's gone. But I'm still hoping like 20 bucks for it, 25. Character plush for books. I talk about them quite often. A lot of times they're like merrymakers, but this one is Crocodile Creek. Its name, the book series is George and Martha. This is 19, looks like 99, I think. 1999. He's like a 7-inch plush. I had Robert look him up real quick. He sells for about 25. At first, I got a little excited because I thought maybe this was from the same series as this dog I picked up once a couple years ago. They ended up selling for quite a bit, but that one was Martha Speaks. So just go look up Martha Speaks plush and familiarize yourself with that plush also. But about $25 for this. And then we stopped at a yard sale, and I had a whole bunch of this stuff in my hand, and Robert said, "Here, let me hold it." And he dropped one and broke it. So I'll show you that one.
No.
He grabbed it like this.
Yes.
And look, they're just stuck like this. So one of them dropped. They are Walmart. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. They were the Oh Well. I've done really well with that series of like village stuff. You know, you've got the Oh Wells, the Lamax, the Department 56, even some of the just Walmart ones, which actually this is Walmart. They do really well. So, I mean, I have sold, I think in Oh Well, just one little figure. I want to say like 10 bucks, if not more. But look, I've got this one, little dog barking at a red bird. This one. It's a little a skier wrapped around a tree. Look how cute this one is. I think its stuff is somewhere. Oh, this one is actually Lamax. Oh, look, it's a little boy with a snowman. And then this is the one Robert broke. I'm going to see if I glue it and disclose, you know, if it's still worth listening. It was, I'm pretty sure, Oh Well also.
You know, there are ways to say things and ways you could say things differently. Look, this is the one Robert broke. Or you could go with, look, this is the one where the packaging came apart in Robert's hand.
Yes.
One is
Robert dropped it.
One is an assault on my character and ability as a reseller. And one is an attack on their ability to properly make packaging.
Right. Furby, it's a clip-on. It's not doing anything. I'm not quite sure what it was supposed to do. Probably talk. I'll have to look through here. Let's see, 1999, Fun for All. I don't know. I'm still hoping at least bread and butter for it. And then I think my last thing to share with you. Oh, wait, nope. I'll get that one in a minute. I just thought this was interesting. Look, beaded purse, but it was... pretty sure it was Madewell.
Oh, look how things happen. They just sort of come apart.
Look, this part is Madewell. I'm assuming it goes together like that because it fits. I just thought it was very interesting. And, you know, I'm hoping $25 for it. And then Robert grabbed this at that estate sale. Are we going to try to sell it in its box? I'll have to do research.
It'll fit. We got a box. Two of them together will fit that probably.
True.
But I want to say it was like 40 or 50. I can't remember.
If it's complete, I'll have to go through and hopefully there's somewhere on here that tells me how many blocks are supposed to be and anything else that goes with it. But definitely, you know, be careful when you buy big stuff like this, but don't shy away from it either. Just always pre-pack it. Before you even list it, have the weight and the dimensions of the package already.
This was part of the $40.
Yes.
It's an Oster kitchen center.
Yep. And of course, we'll be listing it for parts, which I think recently I did just recently list some parts.
I think this is something different, maybe.
Oh.
I think it's a different sort of vegetable peeler.
But it looks like it has the meat grinder in it.
Meat grinder, I want to say is about 20 with its parts.
Yep. I don't know what else is down in here. The shredder.
The base. There's a little spinny wheel thing that the bowls sit on. It's like $5. My favorite thing to get out of this stuff are the beaters.
Yes.
A lot of times you can sell the beaters for about $10 a set.
Yep.
And this one has 3 different kinds. I think. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the beaters.
Aw. Let's have the mixer, which is good, maybe.
Yeah, there's the slicer wheels that, you can get 2 or 3 of them or 4 of them for $10 or $15. Just lots of different pieces in there. We don't have the mixer parts, the blender parts, or the bowls, which they're breakable anyway. But if you can get these reasonably cheap and they're not a cleaning project, they're decent to pick up.
Yep. And I'll just be listing them, each of the pieces. If the motor base works, I might consider it, but usually they're not worth listing just because they're so heavy. Somebody's just wanting parts that they've lost or broken to one that they already have. So I'll just have to wait and see. Otherwise, I'll give it to the guy who we give all our stuff that we don't want to. Right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Lots of stuff for me to process and get listed here soon. It's just time for all of us to get to work then. All right, bye.